So we have two crews in this heat of the Thames Challenge Cup. At the top of your picture, Kingston Rowing Club C crew, and then we're looking at the men from Cercle de Lyon in France. They are in blue. They're going to be easy to spot, not least of which because they're going to be the quicker crew, and they're going to lead this race, and pretty much they've got a decent lead on the men from Kingston Rowing Club C crew early on.
Blistering start coming off the island. They just seemed that extra little bit of, a little bit more synchronised. They came off from, you're right, I think the half length up already off the top of the island. It's a bit like the Harvard and IC match earlier. You've got one much bigger crew than the other. One of the Lyon crew selected straight into the event, effectively seeded, and the Kingston crew had to come to the qualifiers and do it the hard way.
Yeah, we're looking at stroke man Georges Lequet, 23 times medalist of the French National Championships, a 32-year-old. And behind him, the power of Anton Noguerard, 26 years of age, formerly in the French under-23 team. So there's real quality in this French boat, but a very creditable start from Kingston Rowing Club C. And just looking, it's quite a fact that the whole of the Kingston men's squad has qualified for Henley Royal Regatta. So this is a sensational achievement for this club, isn't it?
They're doing really well at the moment, and to get all the boats that they have in.
Stroke William Morgan, closest to, just in front of the Cox, Isabel Condor. William Morgan, the 33-year-old, has been down the track 5 times here, former St Edward's school boy, and he's now doing his rowing with Kingston Rowing Club. I like the way they're rowing Kingston. They've got a nice, easy pick-up. They're not too fussy at the front end. They don't try to do too much. It's nice and long. They've got a good acceleration, and they are up against this formidable unit, this formidable French unit from Lyon.
The Lyon crew, when it pans out to see a further distance, you'll see not only are they bigger, they've got a slightly longer stroke, but also at the front end, their blades go straight in, whereas Kingston got a little bit of a pause. They're wasting a little bit of time.
Yeah, so you think that kind of directness is indicative of the pace of that crew?
I think they're using it better as well.
So Jordan Lequet, Soline Hervoust. Jordan Lequet is a strokeman. Soline Hervoust is the Cox of the Lyon crew, and she won't have too much looking round because she'll be talking to Jordan Lequet in the stroke seat, who will keep her informed of the distance between their club and that of Kingston Rowing Club C crew. And it's a formidable race-winning margin, you'd say, at this.
They haven't slowed down much. They're still taking 36 strokes a minute or there or thereabouts. Kingston 37 trying to...
Yeah, what do you reckon that's about, Jim? Because you think you want to kick into 33, 34, just conserve your energy. You've got a decent...
For later on in the week, yeah. I totally agree. Kingston got the added bonus, of course. They're one of the 7 remnant clubs, so they're coming through the halfway mark. They're Sumi have been remnant club, and they got a huge roar as they come past there, which gives them a boost. So it's not over and done with yet by any means.
Decent cover on the French boat, you know, the drop where the strokes puddle is dropping in relative to 2 puddle, and it's not quite chaining, is it? But they're 37 strokes a minute, but it's decent clearance, which does indicate that French crew is going pretty quickly. That's the distance between each set of puddles.
Yeah. It's interesting they haven't taken it down a little bit and saved themselves later in the week.
So there we see our drone giving us shots, just flying over that Kingston Rowing Club C crew. Just be appropriate to give a name check. Rufus Tarrian Bibbs, furthest away from you in that Kingston crew. Rory Eklund, Rob Colston, Joshua Spice, Tom Rimmer, Tom Rawlins, Matthew McWilliam, William Morgan, the stroke seat, closest to you, and the back of Isabel Condor. Cox, passive, not moving.
It's a brilliant shot of how the crew are working together, isn't it? The sun's rowing up.
Yeah. I like the way that crew's set up, actually. I mean, they're no match for their opposition, but these lads from France are French champions. They're under-23 rowers, and they're just a different standard of crew, and they put themselves together for this event at Henley, and the stewards quite rightly have seeded them.
And the Kingston crew, we mentioned earlier, have done brilliantly. They had to come to the qualifying races again, and only 7 crews out of 24 qualified just to race here today. So again, they've done, that Kingston crew did really well on Friday, and you can see there they're rowing really, really well.
I have to say as well, we talked about Kingston and they're doing really well, but the Cercle de Lyon club in France were pretty chuffed because they came out really, really well in the French Championships and second overall in the points ranking at the Senior French Championship. So, I mean, admittedly, Kingston have had a fantastic Henley, but, you know, this is the second top club in France. And I think Hugo Boucheron, who rode with Mathieu Androdias and won the men's double sculls last year at the World Championship, is a member of the Lyon club and is the fastest French single sculler.
Wow.
So they've got him on board. So, you know, they're used to training, and he would do a lot of training at Lyon because the French double scull will only come together on training camps. So they've got some really great sort of club mates to train with.
Really positive system, and our note said this 8 also made the podium of the 2,000 metre national championships the past 3 years.
Yeah, well, that's pretty decent palmares to have, isn't it? Just podium of a national championship. So this Kingston Rowing Club crew doing incredibly well.
Well, it's a contrast between a really good club crew and a crew that's verging towards an international recognition. The difference.
Yeah, and to be quite honest, I mean, this Lyon crew will go a long way in the Thames Cup. I'm not quite sure they're my favourites to win, but they're certainly a good Friday or Saturday crew. And now they've taken that rating down, nice and comfortable as they come up to the finish line.
Taking the applause, you can hear the ripple applause as they come in close. That's just a much of a wonderful feeling.
Plenty of clearance of the blades, nice sort of depth of the hands as they go through the recovery, come up to the finish line. Lyon take the win in this heat of the Thames Challenge Cup. Comfortable win ahead of their opponents from Kingston Rowing Club. Their C crew battled all the way down the course. Not to be for Kingston though.